Graduates and guests, we welcome you to Owens Community College to celebrate our esteemed graduates. We have a few more minutes before we start. For your safety, please be aware there are 4 exits in the theater, the main entrance and exits, plus there are 2 exits behind the stage on each side. We have officers posted for anyone needing emergency assistance. Emergency medical technicians in transport are on site. Please put away or silence your cell phones and other electronic devices. We ask that you stay seated for the ceremony. Photographs can be taken from where you are seated. There are restrooms located in the lobby area in the hallway near the offices. To prevent any disruption to the ceremony, the main entrance doors will remain closed. Commencement is a ceremony, and we ask that you be respectful of other audience members and to remain quiet while each graduate's name is called. We will start the program at the top of the hour with the graduates processing in. Again, please remain seated during the entire ceremony. Thank you.
Please remain standing for the national anthem. If you are able, please remove your cap or hat. Let us remember our freedom, our brave nation and her heroes, especially those who risked their lives and those who are now resting in peace. Thank you. Please be seated. Good evening. I am President Dion Somerville, and to our honored graduates and guests, welcome to the Owens Community College 59th Spring Commencement Ceremony. I am pleased to make introductions of those who are seated on stage. Members of the audience, please hold your applause until all are standing. As I call your name, please rise and continue to stand. Seated on stage, I am pleased to introduce Jason Crowley, Dean of Institutional Research, Charlene Page, Executive Director of Workforce and Economic Development, Tasha Hussein Black, Vice President of Strategic Initiatives, Marketing and Communications, Dr. Blake Renner, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, Kelly Pack, Vice President for Institutional Advancement and Executive Director of the Owens Community College Foundation, Dr. Leslie Irwin, Vice President for Human Resources, Jeff Gaines, Vice President of Business Affairs, Chief Financial Officer, and Treasurer of the Board of Trustees, and members of the Board of Trustees, Trustee Sharina Ohanian, and Trustee Mary Beth Hammond, who is the Chair of the Board of Trustees. On the other side, Nicole Buchanan, instructor and nomenclator for today's ceremony, Faculty Representative Teresa McGarren, Professor of Health Information Technology, and our esteemed members of the faculty and academic chairs. And providing senior leadership for academics, Kathy Ford, Dean of the School of Nursing and Health Professions, Brad Wood, Dean of our Findlay area campus, and Dr. Denise Smith, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. Thank you. Graduates, it is my honor and my pleasure to be the first to congratulate you on earning your associate degree. Thank you to the families and loved ones, faculty, and friends who have all come together to make this day possible. While today is the culmination of years of hard work, it is just the beginning. Today, the doors open to opportunity. You now have the opportunity to live and work in the career or to continue your educational journey that you've always dreamed about. Our graduates today are joining a proud community of alumni, more than 45,000 associate degree graduates since 1965. This fall marks Owens' 60th anniversary, and over these decades, Owens graduates continue to earn additional degrees, and many are proudly working throughout Northwest Ohio and beyond, in just about every industry you can imagine. Many of our alumni are here in this audience. They're part of your family, your friends, your faculty, and the staff who work here at Owens. You are connected to a strong network of the proud alumni of Owens Community College. I ask that those of you who are in the audience and on the stage who are Owens alums, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Everywhere I go, I meet people who have a story of how Owens has touched their lives. Each of you has now written your own Owens story. Be proud of your Owens heritage and share your Owens story with others. You are a trailblazer. At Owens, we know that your success is more than the credential you earn. It's about the determination, the sacrifice, and resilience that brought you to this moment. Many of you have been working while in school. Many of you have family responsibilities. Many of you have faced other challenges like financial insecurity or health struggles, yet still you persevered. And in your time at Owens, you've learned more than just facts and figures. You've learned how to think critically, to question deeply, and to approach challenges not with preconceived answers, but with an open, inquisitive mind. This ability to think, not what to think, is the true hallmark of your Owens education. As you move forward, please remember the power of independent thought that you've cultivated while here at Owens. It's not the specific viewpoints you've encountered that define your time here, but the way you've learned to analyze and apply these perspectives that define your education. So have faith in yourself. You can accomplish whatever it is you envision doing next. I leave you today with one of my favorite poems from Antonio Machado, who ranks among Spain's greatest 20th century poets. Traveler, your footprints are the only road, nothing else. Traveler, there is no road. You make your own path as you walk. As you walk, you make your own road, and when you look back, you see the path you will never travel again. Traveler, there is no road, only a ship's wake on the sea. Before I close, I want all of us to thank two special groups of individuals who are here today. First, a sincere thank you to the faculty and staff who have prepared you for where you are going next. I ask all of the faculty and staff who are here to please stand and be recognized. Thank you all. You are the best. And finally, a special thanks to all of your family and friends, especially those who are here today. They supported you during your academic journey. And so I ask that all of our graduates please rise, find your loved ones, and let us join you in thanking them. Graduates, thank you. Thank you for choosing Owens Community College, and congratulations on your success.
Good evening. My name is Denise Smith. I am the Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. Much of the pomp and circumstance of the commencement ceremony comes to us from medieval Europe, where academic degrees were first conferred upon graduates. Graduates, our ceremony is a formal recognition of your success. You have gone above and beyond, especially with your participation in student organizations, National Honor Societies, the Honors Program, the Service Scholars Program, or as a student ambassador or student athlete. As such, these graduates are proudly wearing their pins, ribbons, and cords, signifying their membership and their achievements. These experiences will serve you well into the future. For the graduates, faculty, staff, and members of the audience who have proudly served our nation, we would like to recognize your honorable service in the military. Graduates who are veterans are proudly wearing their red, white, and blue military cords. I would like to ask all veterans, graduates, and members of the audience to please rise. Thank you for your service. You may be seated. The health professions would like to recognize their outstanding graduates. As I call your name, please rise and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until all graduates are standing. We would like to recognize Kristen Endicott for the honor of being selected the Outstanding Graduate in Health Information Technology and for the Ohio Health Information Management Association New Graduate Award. Caitlin Maxwell for the honor of being selected for the Northwest Ohio Health Information Management Association New Graduate Award. Teresa Vargas for the honor of being selected for the Health Information Technology Spirit Award. Amy Ziegenfelder for the honor of being selected the Outstanding Graduate in Occupational Therapy Assistant. Jeremy Hermiller for the honor of being selected the Outstanding Graduate in Physical Therapy Assistance, Finley Cohort. Alexis Jackson for the honor of being selected the Outstanding Graduate in Physical Therapy Assistant, Toledo Cohort. Tavish Weaver for the honor of being selected for the Dental Hygiene Clinical Excellence Golden Scalar Outstanding Graduate Award. Macy Briggs for the honor of being selected for the Dental Hygiene Community Service Outstanding Award. Kennedy Broomman for the honor of being selected for the Dental Hygiene Colgate Star Award. Derek Coaster for the honor of being selected the Dental Hygiene Christopher L. Simmons Honor Award. That's a lot of awards, guys. Congratulations. I would like to bring to your attention what it means to graduate with honors. At Owens, it's truly an exemplary achievement as our students come to us from all walks of life. These students are to be commended for earning high honors while balancing academics with jobs and families. Today, we have many honors graduates who are wearing gold honors cords. Students graduating cum laude have achieved a 3.5 to 3.79 grade point average. The translation of cum laude from Latin means with praise. The recognition of magna cum laude is given to graduates who have achieved between a 3.8 and 3.9 grade point average. This distinction is defined as with great honor. The recognition of summa cum laude is given to those graduates who have achieved between a 3.91 and 4.0 grade point average. Summa cum laude means with highest honor. At this time, I'd like to ask all graduates who are wearing gold honors cords to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. On behalf of our distinguished faculty, it is my honor to present the graduating class to the President and the members of the Board of Trustees. Will the health profession graduates from the School of Nursing and Health Professions please rise? It is my absolute honor to introduce the spring class of 2025 graduates who are receiving their Associate of Applied Science. Congratulations. You may be seated. Before we begin, I have a few reminders for graduates. As you leave your seat, please remember to take your name card so that the nomenclator can call your name as you cross the stage. Follow the usher or the graduate in front of you. Cross the stage when your name is called. You will be handed your red diploma cover by President Somerville. You will pause for a photo with President Somerville. The people before would like to congratulate you, so please shake their hands as you're walking across. You will then go to the back of the stage behind the podium, where you will take another photo. In other words, follow the person in front of you, Enjoy all the congratulations you get on the way across. Have a really good time. Get 2 pictures, then you can go back to your seat. Without further ado, we will let the first row start.
Teresa Vargas, Health Information Technology, cum laude. Caitlin Maxwell, Health Information Technology. Kristen Williams, Health Information Technology. Alyssa Custer, Health Information Technology. Mia Desiree Day, Health Information Technology. Tequila Unique Fisher, Health Information Technology. Emily Fallis, Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, cum laude. Reagan Pratt, Occupational Therapy Assistant Program. Sarah Fiedler, Occupational Therapy Assistant Program. Rachel Reisner, Occupational Therapy Assistant Program. Bobby Clark, Occupational Therapy Assistant Program. Olivia Patterson, Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, magna cum laude. Haley Moeller, Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, magna cum laude. Allison Steck Schulte, Occupational Therapy Assistant Program. Kennedy Simpson, Occupational Therapy Assistant Program. Anthony Martinez, Physical Therapy Assistant Program. Xavier Crow, Physical Therapy Assistant Program. Jeremy Hermler, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, summa cum laude. Dominic Gillen, Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Keegan Wilson, Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Samantha Spencer, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, summa cum laude. Allison Close, Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Ariel Douglas, Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Emily Schroeder, Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Madison Shank, Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Abigail Vogt, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, cum laude. Macy Briggs, Dental Hygiene Program. How do you say that? No, kidding. Sierra Turner, Dental Hygiene Program. Paige Anderson, Dental Hygiene Program, cum laude. Brianna Breyer, Dental Hygiene Program. Emily Widener, Dental Hygiene Program, magna cum laude. Hannah Eckerman, Dental Hygiene Program. Jaden Hansen, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, cum laude. Noah Hagdahl, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, cum laude. Paige Krabenbass, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, cum laude. Brianne Lands, Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Lauren Welker, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, cum laude. Kara Oberlander, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, summa cum laude. Austin Hagman, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, magna cum laude. Zachary Hansberger, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, cum laude. Is that right? Okay. Grace Armbruster, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, cum laude. Lillian Shermer, Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Abby Schreiner, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, magna cum laude. Brianna Williams, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, summa cum laude. Haley Gillespie, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, cum laude. Kaylee Brown, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, summa cum laude. Michaela Boston, Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Alexis Jackson, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, summa cum laude. Caitlin Ludhart, Physical Therapist Assistant Program, magna cum laude. Derek Koster, Dental Hygiene Program, cum laude. Morgan Smith, Dental Hygiene Program. Angela Berkey, Dental Hygiene Program, cum laude. Kennedy Vrooman, Dental Hygiene Program. Don't need this, but thank you. Sadie Wilkie, Dental Hygiene Program. Lindsay Benner, Dental Hygiene Program, cum laude. Arabella Jameson, Dental Hygiene Program. Tavish Weaver, Dental Hygiene Program, magna cum laude. Megan Hoy, Dental Hygiene Program, magna cum laude. Okay. Catherine DeWolf, Dental Hygiene Program. Alonzo Lucas Jr., Exercise Science Concentration. Kendall Gurney, Dental Hygiene Program, magna cum laude. Caitlin Arbogast, Dental Hygiene Program, cum laude. Kennedy Moore, Dental Hygiene Program. Natalia Ditterlitzy, Dental Hygiene Program. Hannah Harbert, Dental Hygiene Program. Do you want Allison or Allie? Allison Hepp, Dental Hygiene Program, cum laude.
Graduates, please rise. Graduates, by the authority of the State of Ohio, vested in the Board of Trustees and delegated to the President, I now confer upon you the degrees for which you have qualified, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. It is now appropriate for all of our graduates to change the tassels on the mortarboard from the right to the left. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty and staff of Owens Community College, congratulations. Members of the audience, we thank you for celebrating with our graduates today. As we conclude the ceremony, please exit in an orderly fashion. Our ceremony has now ended. Congratulations, graduates. Enjoy. See you soon. Thank you.